Hey everybody, this is Evan Abrams, and today we're going to be doing a quick tutorial about the keys to successful green screening. That's a play on words because when you green screen things, you're doing what we call Chroma Key. You can also do other kinds of keys, like a Luma key or monkey, turkey, donkey, any of those horrible key-based jokes. But for our purposes, we will be doing some green screening to create something kind of like this, where you've got your principal actor on a background of some kind. But the point is, you need to remove the existing background, which is totally a bedsheet that is held up with clothes pegs outside. Not necessarily the classiest studio, but we make do with what we have. So let's get into it. Step one is to go outside and film something. Now, this is less than ideal footage to work with. Not gonna lie, this is actually pretty bad to work with, so you'll get to see a few tricks to getting the most out of your keying. The color of the cloth was correct, and by filming outside, you get even light on your subject and on the screen. In a controlled environment, you would want to have no wrinkles at all, and you would want your subject and green screen to be evenly lit. You can see some shadows here that I'm not happy about, but other than that, I think, because I've already done the project, I think I know it'll work out. Whatever your workflow is, you're going to want to take your clips and you're going to want to make them new compositions. So you make your new composition. We only need to really apply one effect, and don't type effect. Inside of After Effects, we have something really awesome. In all of your keying options, the one you want to use is called Key Light. And Key Light has actually won a lot of awards. It's probably one of the best companies. It's the best piece of software available. And it's yours free when you pay $1,000 for After Effects. The first thing you want to do is view the final result. And you would like to pick the color of your screen. You want to pick one of the midtones of your screen. So here's kind of the brightest and here's kind of the darkest, but this looks kind of like a pretty good midtone. Whoa! Oh man, I think we're almost done. Look at that. Did you see how much of the screen just disappeared? So basically, when you pick the color, it's going to start replacing that color, but obviously, looking at our footage, this is far from perfect. So a few of the things that we'll be doing is, number one is masking. So go ahead and use your pen tool to mask around your subject the areas which we are not interested in green screening at all. In our case, it is everything outside the bounds of the green screen. The camera doesn't move, it's locked off, so we're kind of safe there. But, does us no good to try to chroma key out this. That's a yard. Come on, get real. Have a mask, have it set to add, and, your subject may wander around and go outside of the bounds, so you're going to want to keyframe your path just to make sure that it's coming in there. But this is not about masking, it's about chroma keying. So let's do that. Here, where it says final result, we're interested in looking at the screen matte. Now, in this view, we see black and white. White is what will remain visible, black is what will become invisible. Right now, there's too many white flecks out here in that area. So we don't care about screen gain, we don't care about screen balance. Those are for totally different problems. We care about the screen matte. And in particular, we care about the clip black and clip white. Now, when you adjust these, you'll see, whoa, hey, that's pretty good. Looks like I'm getting rid of a lot of it. But what you want to do is make sure that this number stays low and this number stays high. So you want to have the highest number in white and the lowest number in black while you fine-tune your image. Now, the best way to do that is to hold down Command on the Mac or Control on the PC, and then click and drag this slider so it adjusts it in smaller amounts. I think it goes by 0.1 instead of by a full 1, and this will allow you to get a little bit more fine control, getting rid of all of these little problems. You want to mask out as many as possible, and as a general rule of thumb, you don't want to have this number go higher than 25. But we're all the way up to 35.7 here, and I'm not even sure if we got all of our problems, because you'll have to scrub through to make sure that you got everything you need. So don't just go by one frame or you'll be sorely disappointed. As you can see, some of the motion is causing something to show up here that we know should probably be opaque. So start bringing down the white clip here. I think that's about got it. Feeling positive. And one of the things you want to maintain is kind of a soft border in here, because it could look incredibly unnatural otherwise. So we've done that. Let's have a look at the final result. See how we feel about the final result. Overall, very positive, in fact. And what remains to be done then is to go have a sandwich, because you just chroma keyed the shit out of this. Let's just go ahead and make a new solid. Let's make it a red solid. This will give you an idea of what, the background might look like, what your spill is going to be like. Something that this does really well is what's called spill suppression. You want to change your soft color here to a hard color, which is not totally trying to, say that soft color is wrong, but hard color is better. And what that's doing is basically it's looking at the area, that little gray area between what is opaque and what is transparent, and it's looking for tiny amounts of green, and then it's replacing it with this gray color, so that when you chroma key someone out, you don't want to have a green halo around them, because that looks stupid. We did a really good job here, so it's not that big of a deal, but on some productions you will notice that horrible green glow around them that you do not want, because people will make fun of you. The only thing left to do after this is to perhaps maybe soften it a little bit. Always work with tiny numbers when you're tweaking your matte. That's going to save you a lot in the long run. In general, it's going to help you out by making the look appear more natural. Yeah, I guess that's about it for what to do with key light. As for the background, that's pretty easy. I just went ahead and threw down a little ramp action. Let me just adjust these points here for you. Something like this. And take your mask here. I'm only interested in this part of it. What we're doing is we're just making a little background here, making it a little bit interesting, trying to interject some interest into your subjects' lives. Feather this out, make a little bit of a crease in our imaginary background back there, make a new adjustment layer, the curves on that adjustment layer. I don't really know. I'm kind of just playing around at this point, trying to have some fun. Trying to have some fun with my life. Is that so wrong? Now, another interesting point about chroma keying that I'm going to tell you right now is that if you want your chroma key element to work with other... Ugh, what the fuck? What the fuck, people? Are you seeing this? Are you serious? Let's get serious. Get serious. Okay, just get that out of there. Anywho, that's about it. So, chroma keying things, you want to keep it as simple as possible. You want to tweak the settings as little as possible. You want to make sure that you've picked a medium color. And really, the thing about green screening, chroma keying, is the setup and in-studio work is going to be most of your time. If you can do it outside, awesome. Tim had to wear a coat because it was really cold that day. I had to wear a coat too, and gloves, because I was operating the camera. If you don't have appropriate indoor settings where you can do these things, then suck it up, buttercup. Anyway, I'm Evan Abrams. Check me out on Twitter, at ECAbrams, and all that good stuff. This is the first tutorial that has been in good, decent widescreen. Hope you like it. And, yeah, have a nice day. I'll see you around the internet.